I got you stuck. Got you stuck off the realness.
Welcome back to the Audacity Podcast. I am the man on the street. Well, let's get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about Stephen A. Smith. Oh, my goodness. Stephen A. Smith on his podcast had this to say about a certain individual.
Now, there's a lot of people out there that want me to address other names. There's one particular person who will remain nameless, and I will not deny it. I think he's a fat, no-good bastard who I despise to the core. But it doesn't mean that I wish him harm. It just means I know what he is. That is not Marcellus Wiley I'm talking about. It ain't hard to figure out who the hell I'm talking about. But even then, I wish him no harm. Even though he has made a career out of maligning and ridiculing and trying to wish others the worst. I'm where I'm at. That particular individual is where he's at. And I'll leave it at that. And no, I'm not talking about Marcellus Wiley again. No, I'm not talking about my former colleague on First Take. No, I'm not talking about them. They ain't fat bastards who are seeds of the devil, wishing nothing but black folks harm. But I'll leave that for another day, for when the time is right.
Oh, Stephen A. Smith said, I'm not even going to mention his name, but the man on the street, he's going to mention that name. Oh, y'all know he has to. A lot of people were thinking that he was talking about Dan Le Batard. Even Dan Le Batard thought he was talking about him.
You mentioned something about Stephen A. Smith, and then you delivered to me that Stephen A. Smith had said something, and you did it with a smile on your face, but you haven't told me what it is that he said and what the details are of why this makes you so happy.
Well, on his podcast, he cryptically went after a member of the media, calling him a no-good fat bastard. And I think it's pretty easy to guess who he was talking about.
I've tracked down the sound of this.
Of him calling someone or me a no good fat
Well, right now
bastard?
you're the leading candidate, to be honest.
Yeah, 1 to 2.
I haven't listened to the
What'd
sound.
you do now, Dan?
Wishing nothing but black folks harm.
Well, that's definitely not Dan.
Oh, that's not you.
not
That's
me.
not you.
Yeah.
You win.
Yeah, I'm a sometimes good fat bastard.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. It's
Woo!
not Dan.
Wait a minute, that's not me.
It's not Dan.
It's not Dan.
Okay.
It's not Dan.
But no, Dan, it's not you. And Stephen A. Smith made it a point to point out that he wasn't talking about Marcellus Wiley either, or his old partner, Max Kellerman. But the man on the street knew who he was talking about, and everybody knew who he was talking about when he called him a fat bastard. Stephen A. Smith, you get 2 snaps up in a circle, because that is funny. And he is a fat bastard. We're not talking about a person here, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about a clown. And a clown by the name of Jason Whitlock. I have never seen this brother drop so low. Oh, my goodness. Every time a black man, yes, I'm saying a black man, because that's all he's seen to criticize. Every time a black man starts to succeed where he's not succeeding in, or do something different that he's not doing well in, all he has to criticize him. He criticized Deion Sanders. He criticized, of course, Stephen A. Smith. He criticized Shannon Sharp. He never has anything good to say. Just listen to some of the things that he had to say about some of these guys.
Jason Whitlock has now responded.
I'm up here and he's down here. And then the real shot he's taking is, and Jason, or fat bastard, me, he's built his entire career on maligning and smearing black people.
Well,
I'm not an expert on the police. I can't decide if Colin Kaepernick is a world-class Twitter troll or a world-class attention whore. I think athletes have gone too far with the virtue signaling and taking a knee. I don't hate or dislike black women, but damn it, I don't like or respect the way they're behaving.
And I just think it's a joke. It's like we want to turn Serena into this victim.
We want to talk about all this black girl magic. This right here is black girl tragic. Racism is an issue in America, but it is primarily an issue for the poor. It's not LeBron James's issue. We have radicalized a group of young people. You're seeing it pronounced in sports, these black athletes that have been radicalized and made to hate their country. Kobe Bryant, the most fraudulent superstar celebrity athlete we have ever seen.
Listen to him. See what I'm saying? The vitriol that he has. I don't understand it. Man, he's just a sorry person. He's a lonely person. That's what it is. Everybody's succeeding around him and passing him, and he can't stand it. Man, if you change your attitude and the way that you carry yourself, you won't have this problem. You know what he look like? He does look like fat bastard. He is a fat bastard. Oh my goodness. I never seen a person like him. I take that back. Him and Charleston White. Yes, him and Charleston White. Yeah. They should do a goddamn podcast together. Because all they do is spew out what? Hate on what? Black athletes, black entertainers, because that's how he gets his rocks off. So let me know down in the comments what you think about what Jason Whitlock said and what Stephen A. Smith said. The man on the street wants to know.